welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be watching Thomas Sanders' The Dark Side of Disney in the Sandersize playlist. Now I have already seen the Sandersize, as I've said before in the other videos. And this is just a rewatch, preparing for the newer Sandersize that is going to be coming out hopefully this year and everything. Fingers crossed and everything. Hopefully this year, because it's been a long wait for those finales and stuff. But quality takes time, and so we're just gonna let him work his magic on those episodes. But I'm not going to take too long on this intro. We're just going to jump right on in to this video. Remember to like and subscribe, and let's start reacting.
And now, our featured presentation. I've always wanted to do that. What is up, everybody? Okay, things you probably don't know about me. I have a big freckle right behind my ear. I despise carrots. And I can't go to sleep without making sure my closet door is closed for fear of shadow demons and/or the Demogorgon coming in and attacking me while I slumber, the usual stuff. But one of the things you most likely do know about me is that I love me some good old-fashioned Disney. Did someone say pray?
I actually do not remember him referencing oh my goodness, words tonight. Stranger Things. Oh, and this is why we are rewatching and everything. And just look at the old Prince Roman costume. He's still slayed in it though.
Prince? No. And dude, you gotta stop interrupting my vlog. This is like the third one in a row you've popped up in. Thomas, I'm the prince, okay? You decided to talk about Disney. How am I not gonna show up? Well, I was bringing it up because I wanted to talk about the many messages Disney movies provide. That sounds super! I know. It does. Now, califragilisticexpialidocious. Yes. So, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Stop. Did someone say atrocious? Are
You know something? In a way, Roman did summon Virgil. There's no if, ands, or but. Just like how just the mention of Disney summons Roman. I just love that. And that is like, I don't know about anybody else, but as soon as like I seen how Anxiety and Roman like butt heads a lot, I knew like almost like right away my brain shipped them together to either boyfriends, or they were going to end up being best friends in the series. And I just love how all these characters interact with each other. Also, if you hear any noises in the background, it's late at night for me. I record late at night, and I have cats that like to play at night around me, and I have my dog out as well. So you're going to hear movement in the background.
So, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. Stop. Did someone say atrocious? Are you kidding me? We have expelled you from the last 2 videos. Do you know how rude it is to interrupt a vlog? Okay. Well, Anxiety, I gotta admit, I don't know why you are here. Simple. I, too, am a Disney fan. You? What? Why is that so hard to believe? Disney movies are the embodiment of goodness and purity, something you would know nothing about. You must not be watching the...
You know what? I actually was not surprised he was a Disney fan, because my brain went straight to Tim Burton. And I'm pretty sure Nightmare Before Christmas is a Disney movie. And that is where my brain went whenever he said I am a Disney fan when I first seen this.
Are the embodiment of goodness and purity, something you would know nothing about. You must not be watching the same movies then, because the movies I know have much more sinister undertones. Come on, Thomas, you must sense it. I'm just trying to make sure that you're alert to all of the messages in those films, whether they were intentional or not. Actually, this is kind of intriguing. What? So you think every movie has a darker meaning or a misleading message? Oh yeah. This is ridiculous! You besmirched the name of Disney. This time, you have gone too far. Really? This is where you crossed the line? Now how about this? I will throw out some Disney...
Interestingly enough, because of this episode in Sandersides, I actually went looking at like the Grimm tales, and Virgil's not wrong. The fairy tales are a lot darker in their meaning. And not only that, but how some of them ended, like the Little Mermaid, and the one I found in the Grimm Tales, she ended up turning into sea foam. And so there was no happy ending for the Little Mermaid. And in the Cinderella one, I believe, if I am remembering, this is over 2 years, this is like 2 years ago of memory here, but in Cinderella, I believe like the stepsisters cut off like their heel and their toe to try and fit into the shoe. Oh, and a little like known, a little thing that I kind of like learned recently. Cinderella's shoe size is 4.5. She has tiny feet. Like, wow. And then with Snow White, oh, I cannot remember the original ending to Snow White, but I do know there's a theory floating around that she does not wake up from her slumber and everything. The ending that we see in the movie is really her going to the afterlife, and that is why the dwarves do not follow her. Also, the along with that theory suggests that the prince that we see in the end is not really the prince, but Death, and by him kissing her, uh, is the kiss of death. Oh, and then there's also a little side theory that him kissing her killed him too through the poison lingering on her lips, and therefore they both died and went to the afterlife together and lived happily ever after in the afterlife. But all in all, the theory is that is why the dwarves do not follow, as Snow White goes to the castle in the distance at the end of that movie. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because we're like a minute and 30 in, and I've already like stopped several times.
You have gone too far. Really? This is where you cross the line? Now, how about this? I will throw out some Disney movies, and you two tell me what I'm supposed to learn from each movie. Practically perfect in every way. Why are you only quoting Mary Poppins? Because Julie Andrews is a beautiful goddess, and because I can, okay? Okay. Movie number 1, Cinderella. Easy. Believe in your dreams, and one day they will come true. Sure, just literally wait around your entire life subjecting yourself to the cruelty of your ungrateful, ignorant family members until some magical fairy comes along to save you. Don't take action yourself. She had mice too. Not to mention men can't memorize the face of a woman they've been dancing around with for hours. They have to rely on the shoe, ergo, men are idiots. He was
Virgil has a point. It always perplexed me why he could not remember her face, and especially in the movie anyway. It always like confused me. Like, you can't remember the face of the woman you just like stared in the eyes of for like hours and danced with. Wow. But Virgil has a point. I give a point to Virgil.
dancing around with for hours. They have to rely on the shoe, ergo, men are idiots. He was a very busy prince. He had a lot on his mind. Okay, let's just move to another. Snow White. Okay, so this time the message is to not do what the princess did. Don't accept random fruit from strangers. Or don't eat fruit. No. No? The bigger message is to just run away from your problems and become the housekeeper for 7 men. Sometimes the best solution is...
I do not agree with Virgil there, because if Snow White, and we're going by the movie, not her original tales, in Snow White, if not ran away, she would have just ended up dying. So she wasn't running away from her problems. Not only that, but I believe all the princesses from these movies that they're going to mention are all in their teens. So running away would be a more smarter option for them. But Snow White, she made the right choice of leaving and getting out of a bad situation. And she actually got very lucky that the hunter did not just the huntsman, I said hunter, huntsman did not just kill her, and instead was so taken by her that he warned her instead. So running was her only option. I'm sorry, Virgil. I'm very sorry.
Just run away from your problem. and become the housekeeper for 7 men. Sometimes the best solution is to get out of a bad situation. Yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff. I tend to run away from every situation. Don't make all Hufflepuffs out to be like that, Thomas. Not to mention a prince comes out of nowhere and plants a kiss on a seemingly sleeping girl. I guess consent isn't really that important. He thought she was dead. It was a farewell kiss. What's with all the prince hate? I wonder. Okay, well, how about something a little bit more recent? Frozen. A sister's love triumphs over all. And don't trust random princes. I can get behind that. I swear. Also, when Elsa passes away, Olaf's gonna die too.
I'm going to be honest. I never got why Anna immediately fell for Hans. I mean, I guess I can kind of understand as like the first guy that gave her attention because her sister didn't. So I guess it does kind of make sense. But to immediately kind of like jump to wanting to marry, no. And she's seen and like I don't know the way they present Anna in the movie. It shows that she wants attention, but it also shows that she's not dumb either. So her choices in the beginning kind of confused me. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't know. I mean, I love Frozen, don't get me wrong. Let It Go was sung and played all throughout my house with friends, with family, and it was always in the ear, basically, as an earworm for weeks upon weeks.
Too, because the magic will be gone, so just prolong the inevitable. Whoa, whoa, wow. Whoa!
Actually, he's got a point there with Olaf. Hold on, let me go back. So he says Olaf is going to die too. He's not wrong, because once Elsa does die, Olaf will go because her magic will be gone. So I actually never thought of this until he said it.
And don't trust random princes. I can get behind that. I swear. Also, when Elsa passes away, Olaf's gonna die too, because the magic will be gone. So just prolong the inevitable. Whoa, whoa, wow, whoa, wow. That is really dark. Okay, let's lighten it back up with Peter Pan. Don't let your childhood spirit ever die. Also, it's totally fine to believe a random stranger when they tell you to jump out the window after they've broken into your house. But I would guess that's how your whole being would die. Yikes. Okay, how about Aladdin, my favorite? The value of a person is not determined by wealth. A diamond in the rough can be found anywhere, even someone who may be considered a street rat. And they can get what they want by lying and deceiving their way right into the castle and getting the princess. Oh, come on!
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
What they want by lying and deceiving their way right into the castle and getting the princess. Oh, come on! He came clean in the end. He even freed the genie. Yeah, he did, but not before lying and deceiving his way right into the castle and getting the princess.
You know, Virgil's got a point. Aladdin did do that. Aladdin did do that. But then again, if he hadn't lied and got his way into the castle, Jafar would have been sultan. And things would be miserable. So it's kind of good that he did do that.
Princess, Fox and the Hound. True friendship overcomes any boundaries set by society, but then that friendship will immediately be terminated by that society, and the two must learn their place in the world. Wow, that is literally what happened at the end of that movie. It's true, I cried. Beauty and the Beast. Okay, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say Stockholm Syndrome, but it is more than just a prisoner falling in love with
Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome. It was that one was just there. That was a low hanging right there. But it also teaches you not to judge a book by its cover too. And I'm guessing that was the real meaning of that movie was don't judge a book by its cover. But it could be taken. Oh, excuse me. It can be taken on a dark route of she was Stockholm Syndrome. That was her way of surviving. So, point to both of them, really.
Beauty and the Beast. Okay, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say Stockholm Syndrome, but it is more than just a prisoner falling in love with her kidnapper. It is about a love that transcends outward appearance. Even a beastly, hairy animal. You're right, that doesn't sound much better. But come on, can you really look down so harshly on these movies? I still like them. There's just some darker messages that we don't first see. Bambi, man is dangerous. Pocahontas, white man is dangerous. Sleeping Beauty, well now we're back to the lack of consent with sleeping women. It was to lift a curse! The Little Mermaid, don't just sign a contract without having your mer lawyer look over all the fine print and stipulations. That one's just common sense. Or learn to write, or use sign language. There's more than one way to tell the prince you're the girl that saved him. Oh, now wait, did I just detect a hint of sarcasm towards a Disney movie? Well, there's always been one or two things I've noticed. Frankly, just make it easier for the princess. We could use a helping hand every once in a while. Or shoes. Or shoes, yes. Well then how about we just concede that Disney movies have a lot of different, interesting messages within them. Duh, that's what I've been saying. I never said Princey was wrong. You didn't? No. Well, then I suppose I shall concede a few points to you. Great. Excellent. Cool. Still don't like you. What was that? Chim Chim Charoo. Oh, Mary Poppins. Okay. Okay. Oof. Well, my personality is very weird. I'm very sorry about that. But I hope that you did enjoy that little Disney debate. Maybe you all can think of some interesting messages from other Disney movies we didn't cover. If you do, please feel free to share them. And until next time, take it easy, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out! Okay, how about Mulan? There's never a wrong time to dress and drag. Lion King. There's never a wrong time to dress and drag and do the hula!
And so their friendship started. Oh my. That's like when they started realizing they had stuff in common. I love it so much. There's also when I kind of like started shipping them as more because they had that connection. And that's like, if I remember correctly, that is when like the shipping of those two really took off. Like, woof. But oh, that's one of my favorites because I do love the Disney movies and stuff. It's like full of nostalgia at the same time, as well as pointing out what is like basically what people have already seen or known about them. And not only that, but it opened up the prospect of going to look at the originals just to see how different the Disney movies were to them. And let me tell you, they really are different. I recommend reading the original tales. Like when Virgil said there's some dark meanings in there, there's some dark meanings in there. Like you don't catch it when you're young, but you catch it as an adult, and it's just amazing because that it just makes the movies that more interesting and in depth and everything. But anyway, that is it for this reaction video. I'm gonna end it here. I hope everyone is doing good, doing well. Remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time in the next one. All right, bye bye.